Hello addicts, we're done with the barn, so it's time for a new location. Today we are gonna get the dog's warehouse and we are going to make an ultimate setup without drying racks for a maximum output. The barn made 103k a day, but can we take this one further? A fresh start, new location, the dog's warehouse is huge and this time we're going in on all plants. No dryers and no limits. This build is for 4 chemists, 4 botanists and 2 handlers. And I guess 1 cleaner that I got rid of later in the video. We use a total of 32 pots, lamps and racks, 14 storage racks, 8 mixers, of course 10 lockers, 4 cauldrons, 4 lap ovens and a brick press. But before I show you the build, I'm going to show you some gameplay from how I even got there. And if you don't care about that, then skip to the building chapter. Alright, so we're back at the barn. We're about to buy our new location, the dog's warehouse. Let me just get there first. It's been a long time coming. We've worked long and hard for this. Setting is that we can only get 10 people in the warehouse. Nonetheless, we're just gonna buy it from Ray, dog's warehouse. There we go. Awesome, there goes all our money. Hey, what the frick? Just completely blown off one of these Benzies guys. We just completely blasted him out of existence. Maybe he wanted to buy a property as well, but can't do that anymore. Okay, now we're getting chased by the police. Oh, damn. Let me just make a quick escape into the docks here. So this is our new location, the dog's warehouse. Got a lot of room to work with. I can see myself working with this. There we go. A lot of trash here. Oh my god. But that's alright, we can clean it up. So we just bought it. Now it's time for us to collect enough money from all the dealers. Stock them up with some of our coke from the barn. And then this evening we'll be able to buy everything that we'll need for this build. Let's just get my perfectly parked truck back. Okay, so let me just grab all of that. Alright, let's check up on our dealers. 2 of them should be here. There we go. Hello there, Bradley. Yes, 5k for us. 5 of that. Got Jane over here. So he has about 8,500. Let's give her 5 bricks as well. Look at this Molly Street. There we go. We got Benji. He has just 5,000. I do expect a little bit more from you, Benji, but it's alright. There we go. Almost 14,000. Thanks, Molly. And here you got some new products. And so now we have $56,000 to work with, which I think should be enough, hopefully. Today we're just gonna try a simple Coca build. It's gonna be a lot of the same things as we have on the barn. I'm gonna start out with 24 pots, 24 suspension racks, 24 full spectrum lights, 8 drying racks, 2 cauldrons, 2 lap ovens, a brick press, 8 mixers. Alright, that's what we got for now. We got a lot loaded up in there. Let's see if we can get the van in. Let's just get them out of the way for now. Okay, with the police out of the way, we should be able to put the van inside the warehouse. Let's see. Alright, our truck is fully loaded. Let's get... Oh, I was driving to the barn. We don't need to go to the barn. We need to go to the warehouse. Silly goose. It's the next day. We're back at Dan's Hardware. And we're gonna get some other stuff. I'm actually gonna get some bags to get rid of some of the trash. Gonna need some trash bins. 10 lockers. And 16... Like at least 16 storage racks. Guess we'll get back to that. We're back at the docks. Just gonna put down a storage rack to actually store some of our stuff. And let's actually clean up a little bit around the docks because this is just an eyesore. There's also a lot of trash over here. Well, let's bag it. Okay, we got it stashed all nicely. Let's bag it. There we go. So we got 4 full bags of trash out of the docks. Kind of love that we are just doing this while we're running a drug empire. Not sure if we can even get all the bags in there. Alright, let's get the last bit in there. Maybe try to push up another bag. Not sure if that's gonna work. I'm doing this in real life as well. Just trying to get as much in there as possible. Okay, let's see. $345. And then we have 2 more bags to go. Let's see. $150. Alright, we just made $500 by cleaning out the docks. That's pretty good. So I got all the equipment for this build, but I'm actually contemplating something. That if we need drying racks, yes or no. Because I feel like the drying racks do take a lot of time. And if we just get fertilizer instead, we still get good quality. We don't get heavenly quality, but you don't really need heavenly quality quite yet. Not until there will be another area for that. I guess we're not gonna work with drying racks today, because then we'll be able to put down even more pots. Okay, we got some more cash off the dealers. Now it's time to get some new employees. 1 cleaner, 2 handlers, so 4 botanists, and we'll top it off with 3 chemists. Alright, it took me a while to get everything right and to get all the equipment for this build, but we're finally ready to start building in the docks warehouse. And I actually made a whole layout of this location. We actually utilized the 2 floors. So here's the first floor. I'll give you some time to copy it. We actually made a small mistake in the video, so be sure to follow the layout. And at one point in the video we'll actually get there. And this is gonna be the second floor. I'll give you some time to copy that as well. This is where we're actually gonna put down all the lockers and all the mixers. Okay, let's get started. So first off, we're just gonna go in the middle of this and go like 6 blocks back. After that, we'll be planting a large storage rack down. Can get rid of the trash can for now. And then we'll start with all the pots. We got 32 pots for this one. Because we got 4 botanists, they each get 8 pots. And we're not using any drying racks. So we're putting down 6 on each side, 12 in total. Then we're gonna have a little walking path in the middle of 3. So that's 3 blocks. And we'll continue with putting down 6 more pots, and we'll do the same on the other side. That's another 3 blocks in the middle and another 6 pots down. And we'll just be adding all the suspension racks to all the pots. And then all the full spectrum lights. That will look like this already, and I do say that already looks pretty well. I do have a plan to make this even bigger and better, but we'll need to have linked locations, which I'm gonna look forward to in some of the next episodes. We got all the pots on the locations, then we're gonna put 2 large storage racks underneath the stairs there, and 2 on the other side as well. This is gonna be for the botanist supplies. And then we're actually gonna need to put down another storage. So I kind of got to put down trash bins. So we're gonna get 3 pots here. Then we're gonna put down a trash bin. So it will cover the whole area. I'm gonna put the air pot just on the end of that one. And we'll do so the same on the other side. There we go. Gonna pick up this trash can. We're gonna actually put down 8 more pots. So I guess if we just put 1 more trash bin in the back there, that should be fine. Put down 4 more in the back there. And I guess 2 more back there. 2 more back there. And of course, the suspension racks on top. And the full spectrum lights. I mean, that looks even better. So we are at 32 pots and racks and lamps right now, which is pretty amazing. But that's a little bit more than in the barn. Then we're gonna use this area behind here. 1, 2 cauldrons on that side and 3, 4 cauldrons on that side. Then we're just gonna 2 blocks away from the cauldron and put down the 4 lap ovens. So all the cauldrons have 1 lap oven. And after that, we're actually going upstairs. And I think this is a pretty fun build, because I didn't see any other locations actually using the second floor that well. We are gonna put down an 8 mix. Gonna just start out with a mixer over there, storage rack, mixer, another storage rack. And then on the end, we're gonna put down 2 storage racks in the corners and some mixing stations just in front of that. I will copy that on the other side. But I guess I'm not gonna put down a rack on this side because we got another stairs over here. So we're gonna put down another rack on that side. And then we got 10 lockers to worry about, which I guess we're just gonna put in here. Feels just a little bit cramped, but they're all fit in here, so that's all right. All we got left is a brick press. We can just basically put that anywhere. We're gonna put it right over there. And now that we're done with the building part, it's time to take out our clipboard and actually get everything routed. For the routing, we're gonna select one row. We're gonna put everything on coca seeds and an additive fertilizer. The destination is gonna be the cauldron in the back. And we're just gonna copy that for every row. Gonna select 8 pots, coca seeds, fertilizer, and then for the second cauldron, we'll do all of that every row. Put 8 pots into one cauldron and hopefully that will be alright. There we go. Gonna get the cauldron in the back, destination to the lab oven the farthest away. I'm gonna get the front cauldron to the first lab oven. Do the same on the other side. So we're gonna select all the lab ovens. We're gonna get the destination to the third rack on the bottom here. First mix is gonna get coca base from this large storage rack. And then we're gonna go upstairs for the mixers. We're gonna put the threshold up and we're gonna go from the front to the back. Just one mixing station to the next. Past the lockers. And then to the last mixer. From the last mixer we're gonna go downstairs again to the brick press. And from the brick press we're gonna go to the first large storage rack we put down. So the first thing we'll see when we enter is how many bricks we actually pressed.
And now that we have routed everything, it's time for the employees.
So the first botanist, they already have their lockers. Supplies are gonna be from the left side here. Just gonna pick the first one. And then we're just gonna give her a whole row of these pots. So just all 8 in one row. I'm gonna go with the second botanist. Gonna get the second supply rack and then another 8 pots from the second row. There we go. Third one is gonna get supplies from the right side and then the third row over here. And our last botanist will get the second supplies and the last row of pots. There we go. So the botanists are done now. Then we're up with the chemists. So I'm just gonna assign 2 cauldrons to this guy. And I guess the third and the fourth mix to keep everything going. The second chemist also gonna get 2 cauldrons. And it's gonna get the 5th and the 6th mix. And we got 1 more chemist getting 2 mixing stations at the front and the 2 mixing stations at the back. Okay, next up is the handlers. One is gonna need to do the brick press coca base from downstairs to the first mixer. And then we're gonna get all the ingredients from the storage racks next to it. This one is on this side. To the closest by mixer. There we go. And then for the last handler, gonna get all the racks on the other side. I think we're good, so I think we have just 1 pad extra.
All the routing of the equipment and the employees is done, meaning that we can start this progress.
Just gonna pay all the botanists and a cleaner. So tomorrow they will start working on the plants. So they're all working now. Cleaner is cleaning a lot, he can't really keep up with them. But at least they're doing where they're paid for. Kinda love that we can just look down on all of them from up here. Just looking at all of their hard work. And once all of the coca is grown, we can start paying the chemists and actually get the ingredients for the mixing.
Got some leaf ready in the cauldrons. So let's pay the chemists to do their work. So I knew I was doing something wrong somewhere in the progress, I just didn't know where. But now that I see it, all the cocoa base is loaded up at the lab ovens, no one is cooking it. So we're gonna need another chemist. I guess we got a botanist too much, but I'm gonna keep that for this one. So we're gonna get rid of our cleaner, which is gonna cause a big mess around here. Sorry mate, services are no longer needed. Sorry. Just picked up the last thing while he went away. So we're gonna get another chemist just for that. Alright, we got Brenda Smith with us, the forgotten chemist. We're gonna give her one of the best lockers, all of the lab ovens. There we go. Good luck, Brenda. Glad you're with us. Sorry for that confusion, but at least we got the process going now. I'll admit it would have been nice to get 12 employees for the dog's warehouse because we can fit them in easily. And I guess this is as good a time as any to start stocking up on the ingredients. Alright, the delivery is in. Let's stock up all of these storages and let's get the business going. Alright, we have stocked up all the ingredients for the mixing and we got some cocoa base to work with. Pay all the employees and let's get the mixing going. Yeah, starting to load up the coca. There you go. Good job, buddy. Okay, first mix is going. And while we are starting this mixing process, I'm gonna tell you the recipe that I've been using for quite a while now. It's the same that we used for the barn. First we start out with mud oil, then we go with Coke, then the third mix is gonna be paracetamol, fourth mix is gonna be gasoline, and we go over here. Fifth mix is gonna be Coke again. Sixth mix is gonna be a battery. Seventh mix is gonna be horse salmon. Eighth mix, then the last mix is gonna be mega beans. And when the mixing is done, you'll get something that I call the Green Groove Special. And of course it's now premium quality. It has foggy, tropic thunder, long-faced, lycopene, bright-eyed, glowing, anti-gravity and zombifying. So with all of that done, the dog's setup is actually done. And when we fixed all the issues, it's actually working better than expected. No dryers, just pure output. Let me know if you think it beats the 103k a day barn setup. And if you enjoyed it, drop a like and subscribe. More builds coming soon, because I'm not stopping here. Next build is gonna be a linked setup for the different starting locations. So stay tuned and I will see you there. Bye-bye.